Sounds like I'm one of the guys.
Gotta make it happen, Captain. Am I right?
That's right.
Hi, I'm Travis Schwartz, here today at Mountain Home Air Force Base, talking about solid waste recycling. I'm going to do a little recycling myself right now. Careful to pour it out of the bag. I'm here today with Ed. Ed, how you doing?
Good, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Ed, you're going to talk to us a little bit about the nuances of the 3 R's, which are reduce, reuse, recycle.
Exactly. You got that right. Here on Mountain Home Air Force Base, our goal is to minimize the amount of waste being taken to the landfill daily. And the way we accomplish that is through the 3 R's, which reduce the amount of waste we generate.
Okay.
Reuse our materials to the fullest extent possible, and then recycle whatever we can recycle from that. Then the remainder goes to the landfill, and it really cuts down on our disposal fees and the amount of garbage being buried.
And all this really helps to save quite a bit of money. The
It
money
does
that
save
this
the
all
money.
generates.
The base currently spends hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to load up our garbage and take it to the landfill and have it buried, where it doesn't disintegrate. It's there. The average American, they say, will generate 90,000 pounds of garbage in their lifetime, and we don't want to leave that for our children, so we try to recycle as much as we can.
Absolutely not. I mean, so tell me, how long does, like, say, if we don't recycle an aluminum can, how long does that stay on the earth?
Studies have shown that an aluminum can would be an aluminum can 500 years from now.
Wow, 500 years. So, like, aluminum cans will become artifacts, and we'll all be remembered as the aluminum can generation, which is not a good thing. You know, one of the other things we're going to be talking about today is the proper way to recycle. So maybe we could go get a look at some of the bins.
Sure, I'd love to give you a tour of the operation.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so Ed, tell me a little bit about the different bins that we're looking at here.
Well, we have recycle bins and we have trash dumpsters here on the base, throughout the base.
Okay.
The recycle bins are all going to be either gray or blue. The trash bins are all tan.
Okay.
And believe it or not, there's a lot of people on this base that have a hard time deciphering between the two.
They don't understand the difference between gray and tan, or maybe they just don't know what the difference should be.
I think it's more they don't know. They're trying to do the right thing, but we find a lot of bags of garbage in our recycle bins around the base, and we find a lot of boxes of recyclables in the trash dumpsters.
And then, so where that becomes a pretty major issue for you guys is something that, one person at a time can come out here and separate the items properly, but you get tons of people doing it wrong, then you have to do it.
Yes, then we have to clean the garbage out of our recyclable materials, and we don't make a habit of going in a dumpster. If somebody threw it in the wrong place, it's destined to the landfill.
And like you said, people are trying to do the right thing, and then they come out here and they throw all their cans and everything that they've gone to so much trouble to recycle and help the environment. Now they've thrown it into the garbage, and it's sort of counterproductive.
Right. They leave, and I don't think they realize they've done something wrong. So.
Absolutely. So do you have, you were talking earlier to me about the fact that sometimes people come out here and they're stealing stuff from the garbage and from recycling.
That's correct. Our recycling operation out here, we're running on, we make money to cover our wages. If we can't cover our wages, they could shut us down. So the government is recouping its cost by the selling of the recyclables.
Okay, so there's a monetary value to recycled goods.
There is. So when we have customers make a decision to put their recyclables in the recycle bin, it becomes government property. So that if somebody else comes along and takes the material out to sell them for themselves or to reuse them, they're stealing from the government.
Right.
And
make no bones about it, you're stealing from the government when you take recycled goods out of recycled bin out here. How about this? We're talking a lot about the environment.
Right.
And so what sort of items should not be thrown in the trash?
That's a good question. We've got 3 things that should never go in a dumpster to go to the landfill.
Okay.
That have environmental impact. Any hazardous material, which is your paints, thinners, cleaners, car waxes. We have a facility on base, the Central Collection Facility, that has a hazardous material exchange program. They can take it there, you can get a free issue of the items, or you can drop yours off versus throwing it away in a dumpster and send it to the landfill.
Okay.
And then the other items are any usable government item, which means if government money was used to purchase the item in the beginning, and it still has use. If it's a chair and it can still be used as a chair, it should never be thrown away in the dumpster. It should be taken to the DRMO yard.
Right, like an old copier, a bookshelf,
Correct.
something like that.
We turn that in. DRMO is the Defense Reutilization Marketing Office.
Okay.
So they take it and then they find another government agency that may have a use for it, and they can draw it out free, and it just saves tax dollars.
Cool.
And then the other one would be any yard clippings, your branches, your leaves, your grass, your clippings. They can be collected either curbside for the housing residents,
Okay.
or the residents can bring them out themselves, and we have a compost facility here at the recycle center
Oh, okay.
where we collect it.
And I think we'll talk a little bit later about some of the compost, facility and how that gets picked up, because people can come out and pick things up from the compost.
Correct. They don't pick it up. We load it up for them. We give our
okay.
compost away for free. So we collect it. It basically cooks itself down into a compost form.
Okay.
Then we run it through a screener to make a nice screen compost product, and we give it away to anybody on base that comes out. They just ask us. We've got a big Bobcat loader. We'll load them up, and it's all free.
That's great. So we got a baler back here.
Yes, we
I
do.
believe, and I don't know what sorts of things you bale. You can sort of fill us in on how this works.
It's a horizontal compact baler. We got the conveyor. We bale our cardboard, plastic, newspaper, tin cans, aluminum cans, carpet pad.
Wow.
It all runs through. Currently, we got cardboard in there, and we have a little bit to run. So if we get this dumpster out of the way, we'll go ahead and let you bring some in
Absolutely.
on the forklift, and you're going to run this baler.
You're going to let me drive the forklift?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Can't
That's
hurt
not a
any-
very...
You can't hurt anything.
Well, I can break garbage.
This
Typically,
is-
they tell me they don't touch the equipment. Don't touch anything. But if you're willing to let me try, then
This is valuable garbage, but we'll
Okay.
trust you with it. It's
you
fine.
should probably get a helmet.
Okay.
I would wear a helmet. Check this out.
Start button right down here. Okay, you good?
You don't know how
You got three
dangerous this is, I don't think.
You got 3 levers here.
Okay.
That'll lift it up and down, and that rotates. Don't touch that until you're over the hopper, or you'll throw the cardboard out.
All right. Don't want to do that.
No, back
Forward is forward. Forward is forward. Back is back. Remember that. Oh, look at this. Beep, beep. Go back up a lunge. Is that good? I'm nailing this thing. See if I can't take out a cameraman. Oh yeah. It's really hard to see. How many gears does this have in it, Ed? Well, the good thing is, when you're driving this, you can't see the pit. So if you drive into it, it's gonna really be a surprise. Whoa, hey. Oh, I'm on it.
Whoa, that's good.
Let's take a look at my handiwork here.
Now we want to raise it up, we want to dump the cardboard up. That's good. Now let's rotate.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, it's going to start falling.
All right.
Now you can stop. We got one. We only want cardboard.
Oh, we got to separate.
Well, it should all be cardboard.
Lift and separate.
It will follow directions. But you see, in some of these boxes,
They'll still have a little bag of Coke in there or something like that.
You got to watch it.
So here we just sort of knock them out,
Just got to watch.
keep a
Right
loose
here.
eye on something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Cardboard on. You got to take that out.
It's like a treasure hunt. That's big. Well, now that's just ridiculous. You can make a bed out of this. How often do the guys get sucked up into the machine, Ed?
Well, we don't.
Not normally. Look at this. Look at this.
That's going to be a test.
Look at that. Top back. And then, like a man, right? Oh, for crying out loud. So no wonder they didn't take it out before they threw it in here, Ed. It's quite a feat. Liberate! There we go. Probably don't want to throw that over there. I don't know where Ed went, so I don't. What do you do? Right there.
Go away.
I missed.
Good shot.
All right. I made it. It's almost like I'm one of the guys.
Put it right on top of that trail over there.
All right, so swing around.
Yep.
Oh, that's not too bad. Check my blind spots. It's an easier. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Oh, hit the ground. Man,
All right, Travis.
really getting good at that. obviously there are a lot of different things that people can recycle, so maybe you can run us through what those items might be.
Well, currently up here at the Recycle Center, we have a market for our cardboard, newspaper, mixed paper, plastics, all plastics mixed together,
Okay.
carpet pad. We have 3 bales of aluminum cans over here. We have tin cans, and we also, all our mixed metal will just go in the big roll-offs.
All right. And for those people who want to be environmentally conscious, where can they go to do that?
Well, we have a 24-hour collection here on the line at the Recycle Center.
Okay.
There's a portable trailer that stays at the BX in the parking lot, and then there's bins throughout the base that people can drop their recyclables off in any bin. And then also, Military Family Housing on base has a curbside collection program the same
Okay.
day that their trash is collected.
So it's a pretty big program. I mean, not only this facility, but it sort of encompasses the entire base.
Yes, it does.
So who pays for that?
Well, most bases have gone to a contract where the government is paying a contractor to run the operation.
Okay.
But here at Mountain Home, we're still able to do it with 3 Air Force civilian employees, and all the money that we make and generate through the sale of our commodities covers the cost for the government. So as long as we can cover our costs, they won't shut us down and spend the money to pay a contractor, which is why we need everybody on base to participate and help keep this program going.
Absolutely. Well, that sounds like a pretty good way to end it. So I appreciate your time today,
Okay.
and I appreciate you really filling us in on the specifics of what you guys can all do to do your part, and that's reduce, reuse, recycle. All right. I think I'm going to get behind the wheel again, maybe start dumping some heavy items into big bins.
Sounds like fun.
All right, let's do it.
Good. All the way in. Keep coming. Good. Just stay right there. You got it?
I got it.
Ready, stop?
Apparently I didn't have everything out. I had most everything out, but I forgot one critical item. Ed here tells me that the sign of a real forklift operator, an expert, is that he can pick up a quarter with the forks right off of the ground, and I think I've probably reached that point. So Ed, if you want to put that quarter down over there.
Yeah.
I'd say I've officially reached expert level. Thank you, Ed. Let me get the forks up here a little bit. Go forward. Get the forks up right here. And bam. That's what I'm talking about. What do you think of that? Not
Pretty
bad.
impressive. Pretty impressive.
I could probably come out here and start tomorrow.
Sign you up.
Be running the show. All right. Thanks a lot. Pretty good, huh? Pretty impressive. See you later.